Here we are live on the Archangel Michael's live, travelling nighttime to Kalgoorlie. Who knows what we will see. Not going to do too much, just going to sit on here and just take us for a night tour. Nothing spectacular at all. Yes, you can see there's nothing out there, nothing to see, no lights. All I'm watching out for is plenty silhouettes of the kangaroos bouncing through. So you really got to watch for. They can pop out at any time. A bit cold for them. Usually they travel a little bit earlier, in between sundown and about 7:30, or after 9:30 now, so they're all resting up somewhere, but every now and again, especially in summer, they'll come bouncing through. Yes, but that's the way it is. Now I hope you're enjoying your day or your night, wherever you may be, whatever you may be doing. But I'm driving to Kalgoorlie at the moment. Go and check this bank of mine so I can top up and go home tomorrow. Catch up with everything and get back into my content properly and sort my shit out. Chuck my clothes in the washing machine. Still got clean clothes, but I haven't gone through them all yet. I always travel with a decent amount of gear. Oh, people popping in, people popping out. See what this Archangel Michael is all about. Well, I don't have the Lord's Prayer on me. Well, I could probably wing it, but nah, I better not, because I might look like a fool, and I'll get duffed at it as it is without making myself look like one. I do that enough as it is. I can always put my foot in my mouth, but that's what it is. You get angry, you get upset, you end up bloody tearing yourself. Before you know it, you're saying things, you can't take that back because it's already come out. But when you deliberately say things and make the actions by grabbing your throat and stuff and talk about unaliving people and how it's going to cost money and all that, well, just a bit of investigation needs to be done there. She's fairly hanging herself, that one. It's almost fucking sorrowful. Sorry about the swearing, but it is. Almost sorrowful to see someone just choke themselves that much. Crazy. I'll put a bit more light on the subject of high beam. But people are more interested in the fanfare and what's going on with the YouTube family and the YouTube world. Well, I've got to deal with the real world. In the real world, at the moment, I'm travelling to Kalgoorlie down this road. And that's a real street, not this YouTube streets where people are still getting unalived on. You get unalived on the real street, you get unalived on the bloody YouTube street, no matter where you go. You get unalived everywhere. Yeah, strange, the good old world. But it's very small. Now, might not have been the right way I done it, and I apologise if I ever upset anyone. I've done that. I think I've apologised enough, kind of. But it's going to keep coming back and bite me, that old axe fucking routine. And let's face it this way, I was trying to make a point. Well, those ones that unalived that other YouTubers, that's the point I was trying to make. You know, you've got to be careful. Some people take it way too far. And that's what you can't afford, otherwise you have that situation. Now, I know it's a bad comparison, putting myself with the axe and that there, but that was trying to bring the realisation. Now people can understand. That's how far it can go. That's why I did that shock value. It wasn't so much an attack, but if you look at the content properly, right, it wasn't quite function like that. Oh, don't worry, I still feel fucking bad about it, and I'm still the wrong way about it. It could have been a better way about it. But that shock value thing, that's what I wanted to bring. And well, it's all too true. Look at that YouTuber unaliving that other YouTubers. Why you do that? And then he went on unalived her. That's bloody crazy. But that's how far and silly it can go over someone saying a few words. We used to have an old saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names have never hurt me. Well, people are getting unalive for calling each other names and stuff, and that's ridiculous. That's a terrible world to live in. But it's the world that we do live in. And I tried to bring a bit of reality and a bit of a wake up call. Well, unalive before you wake up yourselves. That's what I got to say. And like I said, it was totally wrong and out of context how I brought it out. It could have been done a lot better. But there was still a message that I was trying to portray. And that you have to be careful on who you're talking to. And that's just a fact. Unfortunate fact, that one. It's a very bad analogy to put that to that, but that's where it is. Calgary there, over in the distance. We're there shortly. Pull along. The quickest 38k's I've ever done. Well, that's travelling 110 kilometres an hour on average speed, so you get across that distance very quickly when there's no traffic and it's a dead straight road. You travel that distance extremely quickly. But yes, but then see, the YouTube can be used for good things, like you had over on Bloody Golden's channel. We were singing along, bloody, I don't know how I sing, I'm going to have to check that out later. Probably sound like a rat on a tin roof, but you get that. At least I had a crack. At least I got up there and I had a crack. Not many people can do that. Not many people can do that at all. Not many people even show up their face. That's half this reason we have these problems with YouTube. Bloody people hiding themselves, wanting to be a part. Well, if you want to be a part, I reckon you need to show who you are, so we know who you is, and cut all your bloody cloak and dagger bullshit. You ain't some fucking international fucking spy. You're a scammer if you're going to carry on like that. That's how scammers carry on. I'm still hearing this Murph ferret. I'm still hearing his voice. I did say I don't want to hear his name. He should be a turd that we flushed long ago. And now, well, same hot as Plotter. Plot thickens. But who's to say that's the way the world functions? Might be man by day, woman by night. Who knows? Who cares? I don't. That's two names I got really no function in my life. Got fuck all to do with me. They won't fucking bother me in a day. They bother my friends on YouTube. They fucking got the little mouth and little things. I'm actually more worried about Magic getting involved with them than fucking, than them themselves. I'd rather tell it yourself. She says she's alienated him. That's a load of bullshit. That's what she said first off, when he got found out being a liar. And he was still hanging around, sniffing around the scene. Now she's trying to say, I cut off all contact. Oh, Nick talking to him now, trying to push all the blame on the Nick. Haha, fucking don't try that, onion. Don't try that, little onion, little crier. Crying for your cash, crying for your money. She's had a cup. This is the second day she's having a bloody mental spell now. Maybe this is hiding up because the channel got struck and Danny got her. Bang. See you later. And that's just a little owlie bloody secret she's trying to do. Trying to make it look like, I'm resting. Me too strong. I never got taken up. No. Me, black. Bullshit. Me, bullshit artist. Unfortunately, that's what she is. Now, you look over in Canada. If she's caring for her mother, she'll be getting the benefit. Because I spoke to my sister and she said, yes, she'll be eligible for some sort of beneficiary things, including bloody, food stamps or something like that there to help them with that way. Because that's the whole idea of that thing. Not as quite as good as ours is over here in Australia, but they do have a welfare system that will provide for that sort of situation. Because some people need to go into that hospice care. Some people need that little carer. Might not be able-bodied. And the mum, like you said, they can't speak English, so we've got to look at that aspect. From a parent's point, not from Maggie's point of view, from a parent's point of view. Right? It's not their fault that they got a cunt of a daughter. Sorry about that. People don't like me using that name and that word, but I apologise for that. It slipped out, that one, but it's a true fact. They can't be responsible for that. Partially, but they can't be responsible for their actions. They look like they're not even fully aware of what that even YouTube is. So who knows what's going on there. So we can only go so far, and we've got to ease up, because now she's claiming mental days. What's next? She's going to start threatening to unalive herself. Make us look like we're all fucking bullies. Because that's next to happen now. That's how this ploy works. That's how the mind's thinking. How am I going to do this now? Well, I'll play the real victim. Take out a few personal days. Oh, everyone on YouTube, why attack me? Well, why attack everybody else? She just going poor me because everyone come back and all at once. She didn't fucking think that would happen. She thought she could deal with us one at a time, flushes. But it never worked, see? We all come back at the same time. We got sick of it at the same time, even though none of us talk. Only a few of us do. We all just got sick of it at the one point. She's been dribbling shit for how many months now? She needs to shut me off and go back to some original content that she started off with. We got no problem with her staying online. She just needs to stop talking about everybody the way she does and expect that she's the only one that's allowed to talk about it. Poor cat. Bloody dead cat in the road there. Poor fella. Yeah, one stage of the game I would have fucking bent over backwards fucking protecting that one. And just treated me like shit. A lot of other people, worse. Well, that's how you get that. Yes, driving into downtown, 600 k's from Perth, roughly. In and out, they was there, and now they're out. Checking Angel Michael's all about. No one putting up any type of likes. Oh, must be trolls that come to me tonight. Trolls, eh? Well, Mr. Troll, unless you're going to like Mr. Troll, well, I'm going to have to consider you as a troll. I was talking, no one's liking. I ain't turning around and showing you my face. I haven't had a shot for 3 days. That's the best hotel, one of the good hotels, the Overlander. It's a really nice one to go in, that one. But unfortunately, most hotels up here will not accept cash. You've got to bring your credit card, just in case you bloody trash the room, which is fair enough. Everyone in the world comes through this place, even people from Melbourne. Because they're a different world down there, I'll give you a tip. Yes. People wondering what this Archangel Michael's all about. His shorts have got all these juicy little tidbits. They're right on the mark. People like watching them. They don't like liking them too much, but they like watching them because it gives them a bit of a heads up on what's coming up next or what's been going on without having to get too much into the banter. See, I don't have to fucking sit there day after day, night after night, reading message after message, cataloguing every single person in a fucking person's chat. Come on, guys. Look what I'm doing. I'm driving down the middle of Kalgoorlie. I got fucking better things to do with my life than fuck around on YouTube. But I've chosen to do that because fucking, well, that's how I've become since you had this fucking COVID bullshit go through. And since we had lockdown, well, I've become like more reliant on this flaming phone and more activities that you would do at home. Whereas before, fuck, I was out travelling around doing what I'm doing now without a phone, without recording anything, doing my own thing, not caring, not talking to anybody, just being by myself, trying to earn a fucking quid. It's been a little bit too wet to actually go looking for gold. Where I want to go, this car will probably get bogged and I don't want to be digging it out fucking every 20 minutes. You know, I could have went out there, but they got a flash flood out that way at the moment and I'm trapped for 3 days. And I don't want to be trapped for 3 days. I've got the kids to go home and worry about. The old girl's getting furious. Oh, no, bloody, yeah. Well, she's right. I did only say I was going to go for a week, so I got to keep what I said. But I got a real life to worry about. This YouTube thing, I don't get paid for this. This is all out of love. All out of love and kindness, and they trying to make friends, trying to do the right thing, trying to support people that got the right message. They've been carrying on for years, and now she's got someone there that they can trust. These people got someone they can trust. The Archangel Michael ain't just buddy, a bloke that wears a mask fucking acting like he's some sort of angel. I guarantee you when I pop into people's chats, their voices go up. They feel empowered. They feel like bloody, God's fucking hanging around, because he is. And I feel great that I can do that and make people feel that way and brighten up their day. I know what power that name carries, don't you bloody worry. I've seen it destroy an entire chat and make it go quiet. Going in with that name. Especially when the ones are talking about bloody war over there between the Palestinians and Jerusalem and that. That's a good one. I just put them on the Year of Little Faith. And they all go bloody quiet then. 1,200 people all arguing, go silent. That's a good one, that one. I know how powerful this name I use. I know exactly how powerful it is. I am the person, like I said, I never got a choice to choose who I was. I was born into what I was, right? Most people, they get a choice to be what they want to be as an identity, and you find that out after you come out the birth canal. Because when you come out that birth canal, you don't know what it is to even know what a sex is. And this is a fact. The dual study that's been done on that, well, they reckon more research needs to be done to actually work out what's going on there. They're not quite sure. They don't have an argument for either or side. We are not born into this world knowing a sex. We don't even know what a fucking concept of sex is. So only two things we're born into this world knowing. That's that we're hungry and that we feel pain. And the only reaction we have to that is crying. That's all we know. We don't even know how to fucking concept that we're even alive. Other than that we're hungry and we feel pain. And over those first 5 years of life while your brain's fucking programming for your identity, that's when you learn how to fucking work out what you is. And it all depends on how developed your mind is or what time that is. So, a lot of people can't remember under the age of 5 unless they've had something very tragic happen to them. And that's unfortunate, but that's a fact. I'm not against anyone. Not even I'm born knowing what type of fucking sexuality I'm being. I'm born with a sexual organ, a male one. That's one thing I'm born. We were born with a sexual organ, but I didn't know my sexuality because when I was born as a baby, all I knew was I was hungry and that I fucking could feel pain, so I'd cry, just like everyone else on the fucking planet. So that bullshit that we're born of sex, no, the science behind it, the dual study behind it, they're just not absolutely sure about that one at all, for anyone's argument, for anyone's side. And if you look at it from my point of view, you are born in the world not knowing what a sexuality is. You don't instantly come out that birth canal knowing what you are, because you don't even know that you is and is. You don't even know that you fucking exist until you start feeling pain and get hungry and start crying. And that's the only thing you know. That's the only thing you know how to react, because you don't know what a fucking vocabulary is to even know what sexuality is. All you know how to do is cry. You don't come out fully talking. You don't come out fucking debating the issue that you were already born this way. No one's born anyway. That's the product fucking, they reckon they can put it down to the way your DNA has been patterned, or a bit of extra testosterone, or product of environment. They're just not sure. More bloody tests need to be done, and that's the real facts. That's the real facts. We've got to learn who we are. We don't fucking be born with it. Even me. Everybody. When you're born in this world, you have two concepts in your fucking brain. You're hungry, And you can feel pain when it fucking come hit you. And all you do is cry. That's all you do. Oh, and you might know what love is because you hear your mum's fucking heart when you're inside her, and you might cry when you want attention. If you don't like to watch and don't like to really see, well, too bad. And Archangel Michael, he's signing off now because he ain't going to show you his PIN number. And that's what I'm going to do. See you later.